Here we have Tinfoil Zentangles. First thing, draw about 4 lines on your sturdy paper. Add glue and yarn to give some texture. Then you're going to cover with tinfoil, kind of wrapping like a gift. This is so that it holds steady. Then with your finger, rub along the lines, and then using colored Sharpies, you're going to fill in each space with a certain color. I teach my students about analogous colors here for this project, and I do it for about 3rd graders, but you can do it for whoever, and you don't have to teach about analogous colors, but I do so that they learn what that color grouping is. For those of you who don't know, analogous colors are 3 or more colors that are exactly next to each other on the color wheel, and they enhance the color theory. So go ahead, fill in those spaces using the Sharpie. Next thing, once I'm all colored, I go around with a slightly darker version of the color I used to kind of outline around each space. It makes them pop out even more. And then I'm going to go in with black Sharpie and I'm going to create a Zentangle design on top. This is going to look so cool, and it teaches our students or anybody who's creating this about lines and repetition and pattern. So repeating those lines over and over helps create an illusion, but also gives it a really nice effect. So I fill in each space. I really love this design, this kind of like loopy continual pattern. It shows some shadows and it like naturally creates these shadows, so it looks really neat. Then on this one I did kind of a simple just vertical lines, one thick, one thin. And I'm going to repeat those again on opposite spaces. I don't want to put them next to each other. That doesn't look visually appealing. I kind of like to pattern it around each other. So go ahead, fill in those spaces. I even outline around the spaces again with some black, like around the edges of the tinfoil. There's that vertical line again, thick and thin. And then I'm going to do some dots over here. Just because I had like an extra space. Maybe if I did this again, I would probably split that space into 2 again because it is so large. But I still think it looks really nice. Then I go around and I make a frame with my students, and this is where they get to use metallic Sharpies. So I've taught about analogous colors and then metallic colors, which are part of our standards and curriculum in Texas. And there's the finished product.